Howdy folks, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Fallout number 4. My name is Sonelias. Let's load the end of the last saved game. And in this episode we're really just going to be focusing on cleaning up our... So if you think that's a boring task, then feel free to just skip today's episode. But yeah, like I said, we're going to clean up the hometown. Make sure it is ready for us to actually make it into a successful city, civilization, however you want to name it. That's basically the idea of today. Right, let's get out of here. We're currently in the root cellar behind one of the buildings, and my idea was I can just hide out a little bit. Ooh, there is some light in the distance. I'll deal with that maybe next episode. Like I said, today's episode is all focused on getting all the relevant cleanup done. So I'm going to scrap lots of these structures here. Like for example, this entire building here is just collapsed, so I just want to get rid of that. And of course I want to make sure that it's all sensible stuff. I should have picked this up earlier. Anyways, let's carry on with this. That's all still outside of the range of the buildings here. Let's get rid of all this junk here as well. So we're going to be scrapping lots of stuff here. We're also going to be picking up lots of stuff at the same time. Like a trash can I can't do anything with. Same with that coat stand. For some reason I can't use that any way or another. No, I'm going to store that. Now there's cinder blocks which I can only scrap, which is basically giving me concrete, which of course is useful to have. Steel drawers. Radiators only gives me some steel here. Again, this is a display box which is empty. Now this TV I could actually connect once it is up and running again, so I'm actually going to store that away for the moment being. Do I really need to go through everything? Probably not. I just want to make sure I can get rid of the key bits that I don't really need here at all. Some of these things are just absolutely fallen apart, or have got no value or no use anymore. Within, of course, the modern, basically post-apocalyptic environment here. Barrels. Do I need to pick up everything? Probably not. There's a rug here. I can store the rug for the moment. Same goes for the pillow there. Now that toilet itself is ceramic, which I can actually scrap easily. Bathroom stall door. Why is that over here? I'm not sure. Okay. Anyways, that corpse. How can we get rid of it? I'm not quite sure. Can I pick it up? Nope. No way of actually interacting with it in that sense. That has to be scrapped because that's falling apart as well. This stuff here is still useful for the most part. The rug here again I'm going to pick up. The bathtub I'm going to pick up. The sink I'm going to scrap because again it's not useful anymore. Just going to exit this briefly, and as you can see there's more stuff behind the mirror. I should have actually done that last time. So I didn't check out any of the mirrors, which would have been useful. Right. That dresser I can scrap. Chair I can take. The crib I can scrap, it looks like. The safe. I can just leave the safe where it is at the moment, I guess. Yep. There's a massive tree here in the center, which is fine. Now this entire structure here is a ruined house, so I'm gonna take everything apart from there. Make sure that that makes absolute sense in what we are doing here. Don't leave anything on here if it's no longer needed as such. Same goes of course for those trees, the branches, the stump. Again, get rid of anything that's not really needed here. Street lamps, I'll leave the street lamps here for the moment being. Kind of in the hope that there is something that we can do with that. There's no other car here, so that's good. Now that's really where it ends over here. What is this? This is a mat. I can store the mat, so let's store that mat away. That I can recycle. Again, these fridges here, they've got no more proper use. I guess I'm just going to leave a few of these here just in case. A kitchen table, again I can store, hopefully once I actually put it back down, it'll look a lot better. Let's just see how that goes. Same with these. Again, I'm storing some of these away for future use. Again, once it becomes available. Now the bed, the safe I'm going to leave here as well. Lots of other stuff here. Again, there's another bed here that's absolutely ruined. Like I said earlier, there's nothing to be found on that side there. But there is some stuff here that we can actually again scrap, get rid of. Maple tree. Of course, that car. Don't need that car anymore. It's just pure junk. Now, that's a dead tree, really, isn't it? Lots of trees here. I'm going to clear that space, make it properly accessible here. I'm not sure what to do with the picket fences, whether I should leave them as they are or really pick them up and do something with them. Patio chair, which is no longer in use, no longer usable. Do I want to do anything with these trees here in this garden? Some of them maybe, yeah. Of course that car here we can actually scrap quite easily as well. There's a stove here, there's a fridge here. An ottoman, okay. Now for the moment there is not much use to lots of this stuff here. Oh, I didn't pick up the globe earlier, but okay. Mr. Handyman box. Again, I can just leave lots of this stuff in place. Bed didn't do anything here really. Picture frame. I'm not going to touch any of that furniture here because of course it does have sentimental value to me. But that chair, yes, I can actually do something with that chair. Again, is there a picture frame here? I did think there was one on the floor here, wasn't there? There we go. Let's have a look in the garden, see if there's anything else I can do in the garden here. Nothing here really that I want to do anything with. Alright, that patio chair. Again, I can scrap that one as well. Lots of scrapping I can do of stuff. Branches, there's an entire tree again, a maple tree, another maple tree. There's a grill here. I can't do anything with the grill at the moment, so just scrap that as well. Gives me all the resources that are basically underlying it, if that's the best way of putting it. Let's take that down. Let's take this one down as well. Again, just really at the edge of where we are at the moment. Again, a former bed. I will be building a number of beds shortly here. That is a sink. That is a structure. A toilet, broken toilet. I can reuse the bath later on. Anything else of any value in here that I want to get rid of? I don't think so. Cabinet here is entirely not usable at all by me. So again, I'm going to get rid of those. And the fridge, same goes for the fridge. Do I see any radiators in here? Not in this building here as such. As you see, I'm just picking up lots and lots of scrap resources, which I plan, of course, to use once I actually start enhancing the settlement here. Rubber from a tire that was lying on the floor here. There's another broken toilet, which gives me more ceramic. More steel here. More tires. It looks absolutely, yeah, like a big pile of waste almost, I'd say. It probably is, but yeah, it still doesn't look nice when you actually walk around here in that fashion. Let's clean up the garden here as well. Let's get out of here for a second. I can open this gate here.
I need to assign someone to this.
Yeah, I probably do need to.
I need to assign someone to this.
Right, can I plant more stuff here? I probably can. Power, defense, food. I can probably plant some more gourds here, so let's do that. What else can I plant? It doesn't look like I can plant anything else at the moment. That's fine. At least there's patches of these here in place. And again, I can carry on with, of course, removing all the junk that I see here. Stumps, etc., etc. There's more stuff on the floor here, it looks like. Did I miss out anything here? Let's just look behind the building and look behind what we actually find here further on as well. I would say that's a branch. Now they're telling me to basically build a beacon and a power station here. Maybe I should just do that in just a second. Do I want to get rid of everything? No, probably not. I probably want to leave some of these trees standing here. But let's clean up as much of the junk here as I possibly can. Picnic tables. There's more scrap here in the river. Entire ruined house as well. Ah, hold on, before I do anything else, there is here some stuff. Alright, let's scrap that. It's all been dropped into the river, it looks like. lots more stuff here in this. Let's just put that into storage. Anything else in here? Nope. Yeah, tire. At least making it look nice again once here. Unfortunately, a tree that has fallen down. Anything else in this garden that we want to get rid of? Probably this tree here as well. Ooh, there's some more stuff I actually hadn't noticed earlier. Some beer, cans, etc., etc. The question is, where do I want to place my power generators? Probably not necessarily straight behind the building here. I want to create a bit of space here to be able to, of course, have a bit of openness. The more open space we create here, of course, the more we can play with later on. Alright, more junk. Quite a lot more junk, looks like. Some of this, of course, could be quite useful still here. I don't necessarily get rid of any of the signs here, but broken toilet, of course, is of no use. Ruined stuff here, again, no use. Make sure we clean up as much of this as we possibly can. I do want to basically put some defensive structures and so forth in place in a bit. But again, I need to make sure I got as clean a field here as possible first. Now there, ooh, chemistry station, interesting. Actually, I haven't actually touched any of this here yet. Bag of fertilizer. What can I craft in here? Alright, I can basically craft some mentats. I can craft some jet. Okay, psycho. Damage and resistance for a couple of minutes, etc., etc. Can do a Molotov cocktail. Ooh, okay. That requires adhesive. I don't really want to use adhesive if I don't have to here, because adhesive I could basically use better in other locations. Alright, let's switch back over to the scrapping mode. We're able to, of course, clean up the entire environment here a bit more. Trees, lots more trees here, branches. Toilet bowl, tires, more tires. Bits of ruined building. Door here as well, which is okay. Good. Good. I think I got a bit of space here now to work with. And so actually what I should have been doing is actually should have just put in a power solution here. defense power. Let's have a look at power generation. I can put different type of power generators in, or I can actually put a fusion reactor in, which I don't want to do. I want to build one of these here. Now that requires copper, and I've got 6, and that requires 4. Do I want to build it here or on the other side? Let's maybe put it on the other side to give me a bit more, control over actually what is going on here. Do I want to put it here necessarily? Possibly, yeah. That could be quite useful. No, maybe on the other side after all. So it was quite easy to see location. It's easy to connect up to this building here as well then. Unless I'm going to say I'm going to use really this point here as a central spot for putting stuff down. And no, I'm going to put it here after all. Right next to the building. There we go. Alright, how do I hook this up to a building? I need to have a connector. Again, that uses copper. What that allows me to do, it allows me to really create a connection between these two here. Alright, if I then tab away from here, how do I build a miscellaneous item here? Recruitment beacon. Again, that requires copper as we see, which I do not have. Terminal, light box. So copper is one of my shortcomings at the moment. Let's get out of here. Let's actually have a look around here briefly. Some other items here I hadn't actually seen earlier. So there's some more kit to be picked up here. We'll see with these cabinets here. There is another screwdriver here. Another tire here. Let's scrap that tire. More tires here. There is of course still here that garbage bin. I haven't actually done anything with that yet. Jet. Oops, wrong one. Tab, run. Bam. Took him out. I should have really responded to that better. Oops. Why didn't that go through easier? Not sure. I'm not quite sure. Alright, let's reload. One of the things I haven't done yet on my location here is actually I haven't done anything in terms of getting water supply in place. So that's a good point as well. I need to get, of course, resources. One of those resources being water. Now, for water, I just need to put a water pump down like this. Perfect. Now, it requires concrete and steel. Got enough of those both in place here anyways. Let's put another one on the opposite side. What I also need to do, I need to put some water purification in place. Now that requires electricity, of course. Now I can of course do a bit more crafting here. Now what kind of receiver could I possibly put on here? So what's the consequence of this? Weight is reduced. Damage is increased. Okay, I'm not going to go for this one. Let's have a look at the other ones. Long barrel already have. Standard magazine, standard sights. Ooh, go for glow sights. Requires some adhesive, but actually does give me better views, particularly when it's at night. Have a look at my gun again. So you also now see that the little dots are on there, which of course makes shooting at certain people and targets significantly easier. Right, final bits of scrapping here to be done, and then of course we're going to put the end to the episode here. Fuse, broken light bulb, rubber, steel. Anything else here? I don't think so. Looks all pretty vacant at the moment, but we are looking, of course, to change that in the near future. Anyways, I'd like to say thanks again for joining me. Hopefully you did enjoy it, and yeah, like you saw, we've actually cleaned up town significantly more. Actually, there's a few more tires to be cleaned up here. Let's actually do so now. But the idea is basically we are getting the town to look significantly prettier, at least less messy, probably is what I should say. And yeah, once we got that all in place, we will be able to turn this into a bit of a settlement, which it is not at the moment. Anyways, thanks again for joining me. I look forward to, of course, seeing you in one of the next episodes. But in the meantime, have a great day. Bye-bye.